Welcome to the last lesson for the fraction series. So today we'll see more examples, mixed operations involving fractions. So let's get into it. Simplify 2 over 3 off. You see off now? 2 whole number, 1 over 4. What is 2 out of 3 portions? Off 2 whole number, 1 over 4. So we only have a bracket here. We have to solve what is in the bracket, right? That's the first thing to do. What is in the bracket? So what does off mean? Times. You could just change this to times. So what this means is that we have 2 over 3 times 2 whole number, 1 over 4. I have a mixed fraction. Do I multiply directly? Do I say 2 times 2? No. I have to change this to an improper fraction. So now we have 2 over 3 multiplied by, changing this to an improper fraction, we would have 4 times 2. That gives us 8 plus the numerator, right? That gives us 9. So we have 9 over 4. 2 over 3 times 9 over 4. You can begin to simplify directly, but like I would always advise, write all your numerators together, times, and then you have 3 over 4. Then we begin to cross out vertically or diagonally. So 2 can go here in one place and 2 here too. 3 is also a factor of 9, so 3 goes here 1 and 3 goes here 3. Now I have 1 times 3, which gives me 3, and I have 1 times 2, which gives me 2. Will I leave my answer as an improper fraction? No, that would be so improper. So we change this to a mixed fraction and would have what? How many times can 2 go in 3? 1. We have 1 remainder, then we say we have 1 out of 2 left. It's not up to 2. So we have 1 whole number, 1 over 2. Final answer, right? Let's see more examples. So we have 21 over 22 multiplied by 1 whole number 4 over 5 divided by 6 whole number 3 over 10. So which of the operations should we solve first? Broad mass. Which one comes first? We don't have bracket here, so we skip. There is no off, we skip. Oh, we have a division, so we must do that first, right? So what are we doing with the division? We have 21 over 22. We'll leave it as it is because we've not yet gotten to its turn, right? So we have 21 over 22. We'll leave it as it is. Now multiply by, we have to solve out this division. To solve out mixed fractions, a multiplication and division, we have to change to improper fraction. So this would be an improper fraction. 5 times 1, 5 plus 4, that's 9 over 5. Now, do we use division directly? No, we have to change it to times. Or perhaps, let's write out our division first. Let's change this to an improper fraction. 10 times 6 is 60 plus 3, so we have 63 over 10. Can I solve this out as it is directly? No. 21. Why do I keep writing 22? 21 over 22 multiplied by 9 over 5. Multiplied. Then we turn these upside down. Is that not so? Then we have 10 over 63. Time to simplify. All of them are now times. So I'll write all of them out so that I don't make mistakes. While trying to cross out 22 times 5 times 63. So let me begin to look at common factors. Do we have common factors? Yeah, 5 should go in 10. Yes, in 2 places. What other thing can I divide? Can I see anything to divide? Well, 9 is a factor of 63. This is where your times table is very important. You must master it. Okay? So 9 will go here 1, and we have 7 of 9s in 63. Is there any other thing we can divide? Well, 7 is a factor of 21. So 7 can go here 1, and 7 will go in 21 in 3 places. So do we have anything to divide? Oh, we have 2 even numbers. So 2 is an even number. 2 here is an even number, so it can divide itself. We can divide it by 2. All even numbers are divisible by 2. So 2 goes here 1 place, and 2 goes here in 11 places. Okay, so what do we have left? Anything to divide? No. So I have 3 times 1 times 1, which is 3. 11 times 1 times 1, which is 11. In fact, these two numbers are prime numbers. They can't divide each other, right? So remember, when you are crossing out, whatever you do to the numerator, you must do to the denominator. There is no cheating, okay? Don't just cross out, and don't just say, okay, oh, this one I can divide it by 4. Then this one I will divide it by 2. No, whatever you use for your numerator, you must use for the denominator. There must be a denominator that also must be crossed out. That's how to simplify fractions. We'll take one more example, and that will be all for the fraction series. Let's go. So we go one step after the other. Do we have brackets? No, we move. Off? No, we move. Division? No, we move. But we have a multiplication, right? So we have to solve this out first. Multiplication. So I have 1 over 2 multiplied by, this has to be an improper fraction to be multiplied. 3 times 1 will be 3, plus 2, that's 5 over 3. Okay, plus, then we can multiply this. We leave this as it is. 1 whole number 1 over 2 minus 3 over 4. We are not touching that until we are done with our multiplication, right? So let's multiply this. Is there anything to cross out here? No. So 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. Can you see that? Now we can add this to it comfortably without getting our answers wrong. Okay, you will be wrong if you added this together or you subtract this and then you now multiply it. No. So we first must do multiplication, right? So now we have 5 over 6 plus 1 over 2. Then we can combine this using the LCM. I will take out, put together the whole number. No whole number here. I have 1 here, nothing here. So that means I have just one whole number. One whole number out here already. Then I'll combine my proper fractions. So what's the LCM for 6, 2, and 6, 2, and 4? If we use 6, 4 wouldn't go. So let me try the smallest number and the biggest number. 6 times 2, 12. That works because 4 can also go in 12. So 6 in 12 will be 2. I have 2 times 5. Plus 2 in 12 will be 6. I have 6 times 1. 4 in 12 will be 3. I have 3 times 3. That's 9. So we have one whole number, 10 plus 6 minus 9 over 12. That will be one whole number. What is 10 plus 6? 16, right? Then take away 9 from 16. What do you have left? We have 7. So we have 7 over 12. Can this proper fraction be simplified further? No. 7 is not the factor of 12. Neither can any number divide the two of them. So our final answer will be one whole number, 7 over 12. I'm so happy that you made it this far. Remember the summary for the lesson. When there are 2 or more basic operations, we must. It's a must, right? Follow the BODMAS rule to solve the problem. You've done an amazing job, and you deserve all the accolades right now. You deserve all the accolades. Just before we begin the percentages and decimal lessons, I want you to know that you've done a brilliant job. I've been seeing your quizzes. Keep trying. Practice makes perfect. And remember, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Bye-bye.